Welcome to the Kendy and Raybo podcast, episode 67, recorded in Kendy's box room.
No.
That's what my mum says when she's doing anything.
What?
No.
Oh.
No.
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 It's progress report.
No. Yeah, that's a progress report.
Progress report. No. No. No.
Now means that's one job done.
No.
No.
No. No. We move on to something else. No.
What'd you get me?
What did I get you? I have a Heineken here, by the way, folks. I got the big black Mickey out.
Yeah. Do you open to...
I opened my Heineken. I got you a little surprise.
Oh, lovely. I thought you were going to say you only got yourself one.
No.
I would have been livid.
Live
What the fuck is this? Bulmer's Rosé.
Yeah, it's pink. Try that one on for size.
Jesus Christ, man.
It's a pink bottle of Bulmers.
When did this come out?
That's been out a while now, apparently.
Since 1935, it says in the bottle. I doubt they were making pink rosé in 1935.
You'd be laughed out of the town.
I'll tell you what, now, if they landed into Clonmel with that idea. Hello, Mickey Bulmers, I have an idea for you there now. Pink rosé. There was no such thing as rosé. Just
Cheers,
try
lads.
it and see. Cheers. How come you're not trying one?
Because I bought it for you for the crack. I wanted the bottle.
I feel like I have to cross my legs with a drink.
You're not fit to cross your legs, are you not? I see you trying there now, but all you're kind of doing is after swinging a leg over a knee.
Do you know what it tastes like?
Go on.
Nothing.
It's supposed to taste like Bulmers.
Doesn't taste like anything.
It does taste like Bulmers. I tried it. It tastes like Bulmers. We should be getting a few pounds from Bulmers for doing this.
Oh, it tastes like heartburn, boy.
We're like Top Gear for beer.
You mean three lads who don't really know a huge pile about it, but
Yeah.
do loads of it? Because those Top Gear boys, they weren't exactly car experts.
No, they weren't, but they do loads of cars.
Yeah.
And when you say three lads, two lads.
Yeah, we need a third. If you want to be our James May, the other fella,
Yeah.
as he refers to himself, the other fella.
The other fella.
Ray, Jesus, I tell you what, you're flat out.
I am. I'm tired now. I won't lie to you.
Jesus, it's nearly midnight on Tuesday night, and this is going to be flying out to you in 8 hours.
Or Thursday.
Or Thursday.
Or Thursday. Which could be the new day for getting the podcast. Thursday could be the new day. I like Thursday.
Yeah, Ray has enjoyed Thursday because last week's one went out on a Thursday night.
Yeah.
And you enjoyed Thursday for some reason.
It's just nicer when it goes out on a Thursday.
Because we have an extra day.
Because of an extra day, but I know what we'll do with that.
It's not an extra day though.
No, it's
because it
not.
has to go out. We just got an extra day for 1 week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because when it goes out on Thursday, it's not an extra day anymore. In fact, we have one less day now trying to put this out by Wednesday. So it doesn't matter what day you put it out, Ray. We still only have 7 days to organise a podcast.
Okay.
You were in doing Panto.
As in, it's Panto week.
Yeah.
It's Panto season.
I know.
That thing that Tierney was on about last week.
Yeah.
The return of Dracula.
Right, but you were doing the sound.
So we're doing the sound for the dress rehearsal.
And was it tough?
It wasn't too bad now. It was
It
grand.
wasn't too bad since you, man. 11:30 you landed here at the house.
The long night since you finish work at 6 and then go
Oh
straight
my
to that.
God. And so you worked all day and then sleep all day and work all night.
That's exactly what I did.
My God.
Yeah.
You must
and
be...
I was pantoing as well at the weekend. I don't think it was a panto. It was musical.
What was that?
I was doing Sister Act in Boyle.
What, the Sisters Act?
I'd never seen Sister Act the musical before.
Have you seen the film though?
Oh yeah.
Who played Whoopi Goldberg, Kendy?
Well, that's the only problem. I don't think it's the same when the girl is white. You know, she doesn't look different.
No, they don't have the same. No, not even that they look different, Ray. It's not that they look just different. But you need that black voice as well.
Whoopi Goldberg was played by a girl called Janet.
Right.
That's all I know about her.
Right. And was she good? Did
She's
she
very
have the-
good. She's very good.
Fair play to her, but the Irish voice don't sound the same. We haven't got
No,
the
in
same
fairness
soul.
now. In fairness. She did well now.
Did she?
She did.
Fair
It's a
play
great
to her.
cast. The Boyle crowd now does a great job of it.
The Boyle Musical Society.
They do. And they have, you'd probably know a bit about the Boyle Musical Society.
No, I know that I was part of the Castlereagh Musical Society for one.
And were he
summer.
enemies?
What?
Were ye sworn enemies?
Yeah, we used to do dance fights at about 2:30 in the morning.
Probably the Tesco car park.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, there's no Tesco.
No,
There's
it's,
the
yeah.
Super Value car park. And we do little dance fights.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
it got vicious at times, man. One fella pulled down a merengue. We didn't know he was going to do it at all.
Speaking of merengues, they had an 8-piece band.
Right.
That I don't normally see that at things in the west of Ireland.
In fairness to more high production musicals, they'll have orchestras.
Yeah, well, this was
What
like
they
a
do.
mini orchestra.
Yeah, that's what
They
have.
had saxes and trumpets and flutines and the whole
They
lot.
took the flute out.
They took the flute.
Was
yeah.
there a drummer and guitar player?
There was a drummer and a guitar player.
Do you know
and a bass
why?
player. Why?
Because I don't care how fancy your music is and how highbrow you think you are, you still need a drummer and a guitar player to hold down everything. And those boys are usually old school rock boys that go, I'll make sure this is ticking and you play the fancy stuff.
That was it.
That's exactly what happens.
Yeah.
We're the foundations.
Yeah. So
Right?
that was down
We're
there.
like the Irish down the bottom of the Titanic. It kept ticking over while all the boys were getting all the praise up top.
There was no one getting any praise. Oh, there was, I suppose, before everything went
It
wrong.
was shite. No one got a drop of praise inside. The whole thing was useless. You want black or not, it was a waste of time.
Come here. I don't know why. I've so many things I want to say to you, and I can't get them all out.
Ray, say
First
it
of
all.
down boiled 2 days, great crack. Fair play to them. I hope it goes well. If this goes out on Thursday, I think it's still on Thursday
In Boyle.
in Boyle.
Boyle's only half an hour away from Sligo.
It is well worth going to.
Right.
It is mighty. Come here. You know you're old when?
Me old who?
Yeah, I said you know you're old when, right?
I thought you were saying to me, Ken, do you know your old when that you used to have?
What do you mean when?
You know the old when you used to have? That's what I was saying. I don't know what when that be. I was like, Ray, who?
I said you know you're old when
Yeah.
when you say this, right?
Go
And
on.
I heard this evening.
Okay.
Do you know how much battery I've left in my phone?
What?
47%. Isn't that I haven't charged that phone
that's class.
since Tuesday.
That's class. The sense of achievement you get out of it when you've gone through the night and your phone hasn't gone dead.
No, but I think that's an old person's thing to say. Because I think a young person's thing to say is, well, they don't talk about what's left in their phone. All they say is, can I borrow your charger?
Yeah, I know, but like all you see now, like phones are supposed to be the handiest thing going, you know? Like we moved off the corded phone, Ray, and the old lady talking to her sister, closing the door on the cords. We moved away from all of that
Yes.
in the early noughties. And that innovation has gone nowhere because anytime you see someone with a phone in their hand, they've got a charger in their other one.
That's true. Well,
You have to carry your plug around everywhere now because the batteries are shite
Yeah.
unless you buy a Hawaii.
unless you have a Hawaii, or you're an older person and you have bought yourself a phone that isn't a fancy phone.
Yeah, then they'll last for, they're like Nike 3210s.
Yeah.
Like you could leave that in the drawer for a year, it'd still be ticking.
That was the last thing I heard this evening leaving the pantomime rehearsal was, do you know how much left of my phone? I won't say who it was now, but Deirdre, I tell you, that's some phone.
I forgot to tell you, Ray, as well, at a recent wedding I saw another woman with an iPad out taking the photos. Ye old women up and down this country, will you stop taking photos of weddings with iPads?
Yeah.
It looks like you're carrying in a full Toshiba or you know,
The phone laptop.
television.
The phone man, but you can't, because there is a wee camera up the top of the
You
screen
could,
of the
yeah.
laptop. So you could hold the laptop backwards.
But you know what it is though, Ray, because I've been thinking about this.
Charger and all plugged into the wall. And the big block of yours.
But I've been thinking about this though. Older women think that the camera on their iPad is better than their phone, but it's not. It's just that they can see it. It's bigger.
Well, what's worse?
That's all it is.
What's worse is my mother still rocking one of them little digital cameras.
What is she, a Sony?
I don't know what it is
Canon.
again. I think it's a Nikon.
Oh, a Nikon.
Oh, no,
Oh,
it
that's
wouldn't be a
good quality,
Nikon.
but-
No, it'd be a Samsung or something. I
What's
don't know.
the one you get in little Silvercrest?
Silver,
It's about 40 quid.
what it is.
It's an old Silvercrest. They're like the Homestead of the international world
Wouldn't
because
you love to go to their factory? They make everything.
everything. Silvercrest will get you a toothbrush,
A guitar.
a guitar,
A keyboard.
yeah, everything
A
you
leaf
want.
blower.
Yeah. They're like the Yamaha or the Homestead of this world.
Yeah.
Like Yamaha are the best company in the world because Yamaha will make you a fine drum case and an engine for your lawnmower.
Or your motorboat.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
there's what a unbelievable foundation Yamaha is, man. Anyway, so what were we on about before that?
Well, just as you know when you're old. When,
Oh yeah, you know your old twin.
Yeah, when you're
Yeah.
using iPads to take pictures at weddings.
Yeah.
Or you're 47% left in your phone after 4 days.
And you're delighted with it.
Because
showing
even
everyone.
me old lad, ML, to be coming home from trips away.
Right.
And the first thing he'd say when he gets in, do you know, well, after a minute or two, once he says hello, he'd say, 26% left in that phone, and I didn't charge it once since I left.
I think it's great that they think about technology in that way, though. That fair play to them.
Can I tell you?
Because people thought that old people wouldn't take to the phones, Ray.
Can I tell you about something?
Go on.
The old lad bought a new tractor.
What do you guess?
He bought a new Massey Ferguson.
Not new though.
Well, it's not new. She's a 97.
Right. Okay, but there's still that pound and that boy.
That's new
Huh.
to me.
That's very new.
I'm used to a 1977
With just a clutch,
with just.
no accelerator.
But like this yoke, when you close the doors, you're actually sealed in the cab. And there's a heater, which apparently works.
right. Okay.
There is a radio.
No shagging way.
There's a light.
Yellows and red buttons.
There's loads of buttons.
Because on the old tractors, there's no buttons at all, Ray.
Like-
and now Kendy don't know a tractor from the back of his bag.
Yeah.
But I know when I go into a fancy tractor that there's loads. Don't touch that feckin' yellow button.
Yeah.
That'll drop the PTO.
That's something
You know?
about PTO, yeah.
I don't know about these things.
But isn't it funny though? It like I have only seen videos of this yoke. I haven't been home yet to see it.
Okay.
But it looks to me like we have been living in complete and abject poverty for 20 years.
100% you have, Ray.
Like, I mean, driving a yoke where the wind had cut you through because there is no windows. Do you know?
And the hard old seats, man. They have suspension in them seats now in the new tractors.
There's like a comfortable seat.
Do you remember the old buckets that used to be on the tractor?
That's
Just
what
a
I've been
metal
sitting on.
bucket. Yeah.
You'd spend 9 hours drawing in silage on a bucket.
Taking one of Baby's good cushions out of the thing just to put on it.
Yeah. And you're wearing a pair of ear protector jobs.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Anyway,
You don't
sorry.
need that anymore, do you?
No, you don't have to be sitting there listening to Midwest.
No, or even listening to Kendy and Raybo.
Or you could listen to Kendy Raybo.
If your old fella out there still has a 1977 tractor, tell him get on to the 1997
It's
tractor.
time
I
to-
want to listen to Kendy and Raybo while I'm doing the
Stop
silage.
dragging that bale behind you.
No.
Get one that can lift it.
Did this lift us?
Yeah, because the bales are getting heavier.
Ooh, the bales are getting heavier. Why are the bales getting heavier, Ray?
I don't know. Maybe they're putting more grass in them. How could they put more grass in them? They're still the same size. Do they pack them even tighter?
It's a tighter pack, Ray.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, they're using those. You know those things that you see advertised now that you can put storage into, and then you put the Hoover onto it and it vacuum packs them in.
Balers with suction.
Yeah, the vacuum pack bags. You know them ones, and then you can store underneath your bed. There's bales hidden underneath beds right up and down this country.
True.
That's what they're doing with them now. They're buying them off JVC. Do you remember the old telly shopping? Anything else?
Well, we'll go with the letter first.
Oh my God, Ray! Still haven't even read it full. Do you
Have
want
you
to read it aloud to the people because that's
Jesus,
brilliant.
I just hope now, because I'll be honest with you,
Go
right?
on.
The last couple of episodes, we've been remembering Buzzy Gagnon. Mm-hmm. Now,
You're not dead though.
no, he's but a lot of people don't know him because he was really at the start of our career.
Yeah, you know, if you're a late listener, you haven't listened back to the start, you don't know who he is.
Yeah.
Which is weird. Like, 'cause we
Which is
talk
weird.
about him.
Yeah. But just to give a little bit of background, Buzzy Gagnon would be a popular music star,
Huge.
he would think,
Yeah.
in the South Sligo, North Leitrim area. Right? And he was on the show back at the start, just basically talking about his new single, I'll Definitely See You There.
Yeah.
Right?
Big
And
hit. Massive
Big hit. Big, massive.
Massive hit.
Massive. But we put the call out a couple of months ago, or a couple of weeks ago, for people to write to Buzzy at Buzzy's postal address in town.
Yeah.
His townhouse.
That's right.
And we gave it out, and on one of the mornings this week, I got what can only be described as a letter from Revenue. Now, I don't work for Revenue anymore, so it's nothing to do with me, nor
didn't
anyone
send
belonging
it?
to me.
No.
I didn't send it.
No.
But it's a perfect replica
Yeah.
of essentially an audit letter.
Yeah, and by the way, this is not what we meant when we said send Buzzy your letters.
No,
Not
no.
ask him for his tax.
No, yeah, but basically what the letter is called, it's a tax assessment by basic yearly income, otherwise known as a tabby assessment. That's tax assessment by basic yearly income.
A tabby assessment.
Tabby assessment. Dear Mr. Gagnon, we've been in contact a total of 468 times over the last 39 years in relation to unpaid tax on your various musical ventures throughout South Sligo and Leitrim. Thanks to a recent tip-off from a local online podcast sent to us by Mr. Jonathan Shovels, who people would know as Buzzy Gagnon's arch nemesis.
Shawnee Shovels.
Yeah, Shawnee Shovels. We have managed to track your whereabouts and to the above stated address. To further investigation, we have discovered that you have also released a series of cassette tapes over the last 39 years, which have not been declared on your yearly tax returns. In fact, the only tax return which has ever been filed under your PPS number is for a performance at Communion in Screen, County Sligo in 1986 for a total of £29.
That was some night though, boy.
73. Yeah, I really
So I
enjoyed
tell
that
you
one.
what, they painted the town red that night.
Oh, very good.
He was
Oh,
very
very
good that
good.
he was on form.
In accordance with the Income Tax Act 1967, we have found that you owe a total of €48,672, not accounting for inflation or the change in currency from the Irish pound to the euro, to which the total equates to is €52,352.96. Whoever did this?
Thanks for the fan mail.
No, there's more.
Oh, shite.
I should stress that the above amount does not equate to the final amount owable, as we have not fully calculated the amount of tax you owe for the prior 39 years. Please be aware that we are now monitoring your whereabouts. Oh, it gets sinister.
Oh, Jesus.
And should you decide to ignore this correspondence or flee the country, we will be forced to take all necessary action to stop you from obstructing this payment. We've also placed surveillance teams on your mother's house, as we have been made aware that you have fled
Mammy Gagnon. They were even going after Mammy Gagnon, lads. Oh, for Jesus' sake.
fled to her residence before. Despite not having a passport, we have also placed you on the no-fly list. Should the above not be paid, then a court date would be set and you would be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. Yours sincerely, Yoshi Financialberg, Collector General.
It's important to note that not only does Buzzy Gagnon not have a passport, he doesn't have a driving license, a social card.
Nothing.
So we have no idea who sent that in.
Absolutely no idea.
Some financial berg
I
fella.
have to say, though, it's class.
It looks as legit as I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Look at that.
It's even got the backwards harp. It's got a backwards harp to show that it is not a revenue letter.
Why can you? Is it illegal to? It is actually illegal.
I think it is
100%.
illegal to be putting, yeah.
Fair play to whoever done that. If you want to not get in trouble, please message us and tell us.
Yeah, it'd be nice to know who it was because we blamed a lot of people.
We did.
You did.
Yeah, we made
We actually blamed Shawnee Shovels for it.
Initially, I said that's Shawnee Shovels that sent that in.
Yeah.
Turned out it wasn't. And we have a court case coming up with him now for slander.
Tough time. Thank you very much, Kendy. Anyway, that was the Buzzy Mail for the week, our weekly slot.
Keep sending in Buzzy Mail. What's the address, Ray?
26 Chapel Street, Sligo.
Lovely. That is Buzzy's townhouse. Keep sending it in because Ray does tidy up the place for him.
It is his townhouse address.
Yeah, Ray does a bit of painting and all that kind of stuff around the place for him.
I want to talk about milk cartons.
I was really hoping you get onto this subject today, Ray.
It's a big moment. I've been home a bit lately.
All right.
Obviously, haven't seen the new tractor.
Yeah.
However, I have seen absolute fraud going on in our fridge.
Why?
Because I landed home the last night
Okay.
and I wanted to make myself a cup of tea.
Okay.
And I won't lie to you, the milk situation in our house hasn't been great lately. It's been flat out gone off a lot of the time.
Why though? Because I found my milk going off as well now, boy.
In your house?
No, at home here in Sligo.
Oh, okay.
You don't tell me you're pasteurising your own milk, man.
No, we're not doing that.
You dirty bastards.
No. A long time before we made our own milk.
Is that illegal to sell unpasteurised milk?
What?
I heard that was illegal, no?
I didn't hear that.
I haven't a fuck. I mean, what does Kendy know anything about the Dairy Council?
Why are you getting down that road?
Coming straight in. I haven't a clue about the Dairy Council.
Stop it.
Don't, lads. I'm only warning you, lads. Don't be selling unpasteurised milk.
Okay, moving swiftly on. Yeah, the milk for the last couple of weeks has been totally gone off in my house.
And you seem to think that you might have...
I'll be honest, I let it slide. I thought to myself, we're all gone out of the house now, most of us.
Right.
And the poor mother's buying milk, like she always would.
Oh, she'd be buying 2 litres,
And it's probably hard to get out of the habit of buying milk for 5 or 6 people.
Yes.
Do you know?
Yeah.
And you're expecting visitors coming.
Aye.
Right? So Carmel is flat out buying, plenty of milk.
Right.
And every time I'd go to the fridge, I'd look at the date. And the date maybe, we'll say, the 18th of November.
Okay.
And what would be the milk? 14th of November. And I just look at it.
That's way off.
I just look at it and go, freaking hell.
That's way off,
Isn't
though.
it?
Yeah, that's disgraceful.
And this has been the case for weeks.
And would you be still using that after 4 days?
I don't know. I don't know what's it sitting there for.
She'd be sick as a dog.
No, I won't lie to you. I didn't throw it out.
But why wouldn't you throw it out? You're bad milk.
It's not my house.
What are you going to use it for?
What? I didn't use it. I left it. I just tipped off back to Sligo. Maybe tea back to Sligo.
What if Cameron takes a lethal dose of 4-day-old milk, Ray? Your conscience would be shot.
I got to the bottom of it.
Go on.
The mother came back on Saturday. I said, "Take care would you buy milk?" I says to her.
Go on. She knew straight away.
She said that milk is fine. I said, this is shit. You're going on with the same shite you used to go on when I was a young fella.
Right,
that's not like the Guinness. Maybe 6 months out of date. That Guinness is fine, she said.
Yeah,
At
but she
Christmas.
shouldn't have been giving you Guinness as a young fella anyway, Ray. That's disgraceful stuff.
But she says that milk is fine. I said, it's 5 or 6 days out of date. She said, no, she says. She's reusing paper cartons.
Who's getting this in her head, Ray?
She says that the plastic cartons are bad for you.
But they're bad for you.
They're a danger.
The plastic
is bad for you.
I think what she means is the plastic is bad for the environment.
I don't think it's the environment. I think she generally meant it's bad for your health. That the plastic and the milk combine or something and you get plasticoids or something out of it.
Listen now. Mm-hmm. The world's gone demented, Ray.
Yeah.
I went in to one of my favourites. The Gallery Cafe in town.
Right.
Big shout out to Laura. I said, Laura, what's that can there? And she said, that's water.
Oh, jeez. The canned water.
I said, a can of water.
But they're pure Notions cans, like.
Huh?
They're Notions.
There's about 200 million at that. So it's like, why are you selling me canned water? She said, it's better for the environment.
It's better than the plastic.
I said, you may go straight down to Sweet Pete Lord now if you're trying to help the environment. Kendy in here now.
You just give me a jug of water.
Give me a jug of water.
Jug of water and a glass.
Huh?
Out of the tap, it's fine.
What's worse than that again, you see, is now they're gone towards the... Now you're saying they're using the cartons of milk.
No, what's the mother is doing is, I presume it's now lad's bringing home a plastic carton of milk.
Right.
Because she can't, the more she tells him, he's just not listening.
Okay, well, the more you tell an old fellow to do something...
Yeah, he won't listen. So he comes home with the 2 litres in the plastic carton. Mm-hmm. And she takes it and she puts it into an old paper carton that she bought.
That is...
And that's why the milk has gone off in our house for the last few weeks. because she's been transferring plastic cartons into paper cartons.
And come here, is she washing out the carton every time then as well? Because there'd be dosey old milk on the bottom of it.
I was saying that to myself.
But don't be saying it to you, man. Say it to the old lady.
I didn't want to push it any further at that point. I'd already accused her of having gone off milk.
Ray, you've been drinking flaky tea the rest of your life, man.
Flaky tea.
If you want to drink bad old flaky old tea, Ray,
isn't there nothing
be my
worse?
guest. Sometimes
nothing worse than when you put it in.
Oh, it's the worst. Because when you finish your cup of tea, boy, as in finish making your cup of tea,
yeah,
all you want to do is you just go, I can't wait to drink
You're
this
after
tea.
squeezing the bag out of it.
Yeah, taking ages. I do often squeeze the bag out of it, Ray. I do let it sit. You want to let that cup of tea sit, man.
Yeah.
I do make a tea in the morning about 8:30, right? And I let the bag sit. I drink it then at 5 that evening.
Treacle. Pure treacle.
Now she black as coal, boy. I tell you, look into it, man. You nearly swear to Wesley Snipes. This yoke. Right? And then you pour in the milk then, man. It's dirty old flaky old milk.
I wonder if Wesley's life was around how he'd feel about getting compared to a cup of tea left sitting for 8 hours.
Well, that's the thing though, Ray, because people will judge their tea, the colour of their tea. Like someone says to me, what you want is your tea to be the exact same colour as He-Man. The old cartoon back in the day. So let you Google He-Man there and tell me if that's the right colour of tea.
Was he not a kind of a tan sort of a fella?
No.
He was?
Yeah, he was a tan sort of a fella. So you want him...
How do you like your tea? Like He-Man.
He'd like He-Man. Some people do take it like Wesley Snipes.
Right.
But what you don't want to be taken like is Macaulay Kendy.
Yeah,
He's wise like a ghost, boy.
Yeah, but there's some people that like it like that.
No, but that's not tea then.
Shout out to Cathal Mulhern.
Yeah, but sorry, can I just get a drop of tea with my milk, please, if you don't mind? Jesus Christ, man. I would take, man, the tiniest little drop of milk is all. Just to sweeten it up.
Right.
And...
He-Man.
Well, no, He-Man, he'd be darker than He-Man now. If He-Man was in Fungarola for 2 weeks, that's what my tea looks like. Your mother wanted to lay off the flaky tea.
So, that was the mother in the cartons. We got over it anyway.
You got over it.
That very night, I went to bed at 9:30.
Early?
Early.
How early?
I went very early.
Oh, sorry, you said 9:30. I just asked you the same question.
But come here. Anyway. I said that to a couple of the boys down at the musical then on Saturday. And there was a silence after I said I went to bed at 9:30. And one of the bucks, he's the buck that opens the hall. You know the way every hall in this country
has a fella who
opens the hall and does odd jobs.
He's usually retired from his original job.
And he's there voluntarily.
And then, but he got given the key, you see. There's great power in the key.
There's great power in the key.
And the badminton club are going in next week, Seamus.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be down there. I'll do the key.
He said to me...
Sweep it up a bit.
He said to me, had you no heating or something?
What?
Was that why you went to bed at 9:30?
To wrap yourself up?
Had you no heating?
What do you mean, wrapping yourself up?
I must be yet warm in the bed. But I have to say, it was an odd observation.
Well, 9:30 is mad early, right?
He was telling me though that there was great power in the bingo in the hall.
Right.
You're familiar with the bingo?
Yeah, but we were only on about it last week, sure. You said you used to call out the bingos and all that.
And would you believe it? Bingo has great power in this country.
For bringing people together.
Bringing people together, but also this musical that's going on below in Boyle.
Yeah.
Right? They're doing a dress rehearsal on Sunday. They were doing a dress rehearsal on Monday. What do you think they had to do on Tuesday?
They had to give up on the dress rehearsal because the bingo was on, and God forbid...
They had to clear out, essentially. Yeah.
God forbid they stand in the way of the bingo.
You can't.
Because
you're doing a big musical where everybody's involved. Yeah, you can go and shite.
No way.
Bingo's on.
Eileen McFadden, man, if she doesn't get the bingo numbers out...
Isn't that mad?
The people are addicted to bingo, Ray.
Yeah.
They've been giving out to the young people for being addicted to vaping and the cannabis and all that. They're flat out addicted to bingo, some old ones.
Mm-hmm.
But I suppose you have to find something like that whenever you... Do you know what I mean? Like
he also told me about...
They're not going to mass anymore, Ray. That's all I'd say.
Doubt that now. He also told me about another group of people that had started to meet in the hall.
Doggers.
No.
Swingers.
No. There is a group coming together to try and sort out the national...
That's what they call the Swingers Club in Castlereagh coming together. What?
There's a group being established to try and sort out the problem we have in this country with raffles. And their inaugural meeting happened.
Forget about dealing with Brexit and the border and the backstop, lads. We need to get right to the bottom of the raffles.
It's places like Boyle that this forward-thinking, pragmatic approaches start.
What do they think the problem is with raffles?
There's a variety of problems. The amount of time that's lost across this country at a raffle at these events.
It's sick, Ray.
It is sick.
It makes me sick of my stomach.
It does.
I've told the story before. I don't know if I told it on this podcast.
You probably have.
We did a gig in Castlereagh, right?
You did tell this story.
Yeah, and we had to finish. We were literally about 15 minutes away from finishing, and we stopped for a raffle that had 67
This
prizes.
is the problem. 67 prizes out. That's outlandish.
My God, man. An hour and a half we were there.
So Tom there in the hall down in Boyle, shout out to Tom, he was telling me about this group that had met in the hall earlier that week.
Okay.
Right? And they have come together to try and regulate raffles in this country.
No, is this real?
Absolutely
No
real.
way, Ray. That's the best group. I would love to be on that chair.
And what they're trying to do is trying to get a kind of a national kind of a movement going where they can kind of regulate it and standardise the approach to raffles across the country.
But who's going to regulate us?
Think about it, right?
Who's going to be there? Like,
Well, you
there's
have
raffles every night.
I know, but you'd have someone in every parish. It'd be a kind of you'd be a
liaison
member.
officer.
You'd be a member of this association, like.
Right, okay.
Right?
And I think it might be perhaps the same fella who retired and got the key to the hall.
It probably would be.
Is going to
the
be.
buck with the power.
Yeah, he volunteers again.
But Tom told me there's a couple of different points that they've brought up.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
First thing is they're thinking about eradicating all coloured tickets other than the salmon coloured ticket. Because think about it. Salmon coloured ticket is the one everybody goes, it's the go-to colour.
It's the salmon colour ticket, lads.
And it's the most easy read in the low lighting of a hall during the show.
That's right.
Right?
I really like that idea because when you put blue and white together, it's a blue ticket, no, it's a white ticket.
Exactly. Disaster.
Yeah.
That's what causes the... See, this is the thing.
I think it's yellow.
If we can standardise these small things, we can actually pull raffles in. We can rein them in and make them right.
Have you joined the chair, Ray? You sound like you've been converted. You're like Jim Jones, man.
I've inquired about joining. But next thing, hey, if you only go to salmon coloured tickets, you don't have to have a serial number read out because it's only the one type of ticket.
It's going to be the salmon colour ticket and that's it.
Now, another thing. The preferred prize at these yokes.
Biscuits.
USA biscuits.
No.
That's this year's preferred prize. They've settled on that. They've gone this year, preferred prize USA biscuit.
Yeah, it has to be. Okay.
Can I ask you as well, the USA biscuit?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you love to put an old GPS tracker in a box of USA biscuits?
See how far it travels.
See how far it goes after it has bequeathed to someone at a raffle.
Oh, I thought you were going to say when it comes from USA. It doesn't
we
come
talked
from
about this.
USA.
It's not a US. I don't know. Is it a compilation tape of the best of USA biscuits?
I think it might have been stuff we took from USA and we enjoyed them over here, probably. You know?
Possibly.
But you want to see how far it goes.
I want to put a GPS tracker in. So if someone wins that at a raffle, I want to see how many times does it get re-gifted.
Yeah, and for how long?
Yeah. I want ding, ding, ding,
Like
ding,
that
ding,
thing.
ding, ding.
So you want to treat it like one of those birds that David Attenborough would be looking at when they tag them.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Because they could go over a couple of Christmases, man.
It could.
You know what I mean?
If he's still unopened and on the go 3 years later.
Yeah.
We could end up back at the same raffle.
That one actually went off in a More Than Mammy's Milk in 2014. And they're still going.
Now, what else is there at this thing?
Sorry, that was absolutely genius what you just said. They could end up back at the same raffle. That is so good, man. It had just kicked him ahead.
I was kind of waiting for it to kick in here because I thought it was great. I was going to imagine if it ended up like, I have a box of USA biscuits at home, we can use it in the raffle.
Same
3
person
years
wins it
later.
again.
Yeah. Well, fuck
I
us.
fucking got rid of that. Handed that down to Eileen Higgins.
They're also talking about getting rid of milk tray out of the raffles.
What?
Yeah.
But your milk tray is...
Milk tray is not a popular raffle prize.
Why?
It's the most re-gifted raffle prize in the country.
Right, okay, and they surveyed that to get that.
See, this group has been active.
Statistically.
This group, the association have been active already.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Then we've got a whole pile between
And they want this whole 67 prizes, they want group prizes now.
Right, okay, good
so
idea.
You want maximum 14 prizes in a night.
Right, okay.
Now,
Okay, that's good.
So, folks, I'm going to say it to you now. I'm going to become a card-carrying member of the Irish Raffle Association.
Oh, man. And is this a cross-border thing, or...?
It's going to be an all-Ireland thing.
Right,
yeah.
okay, yeah. We want to unite Ireland with the IRA.
We need to sort this problem out now, and the only one to do it is going to be the Irish Raffle Association.
Unite in Ireland, lads.
Oh, totally.
With the Irish Raffle Association.
Yeah, because it's distinctly Irish, right? You don't find this over in England.
No.
I tell you.
No, they wouldn't have about it.
No, but I tell you, if the English are going to stand in our way, IRA will take the fight to them.
And they will. And let me tell you as well, if they stand in the way as well and they're trying to smuggle raffle prices over that border, they won't get too far.
Yeah.
You won't get too far.
Now, there was a bit of debate over what they call it. They were going to call it just the National Raffle Association.
Right. Just as vicious, I think, at times. The Irish Raffle Board, the IRB.
Yeah, IRB, yeah. Well, that was the predecessor to the Irish Raffle Association. They were the Irish Raffle Board.
Yeah, then
the
Irish Raffle Association.
I think I've milked all I can do out of this. Big about getting back to the milk cartons.
Fuck you, Ray. You have me going as only a bastard.
That's not a real thing, in fairness. I know I'm very aware that I'm just ploughing through all my little bits.
Plough away, Ray.
Have you heard of a thing called TikTok?
Yeah, that's the newest social media craze amongst the young ones.
Oh, holy God, it's class.
What are they doing on it, though? You just make music videos.
Videos.
Okay, like music videos.
Well, first of all, TikTok is like another Instagram. Instead of swiping left, you swipe up.
To do what?
To see the next video. And they're all like 15-second videos.
Yeah, I saw that, alright, yeah.
And they've all got kind of soundtracks to them.
Have you been using it?
My sister Marie introduced me to it, and I honestly think I lost an hour on Friday looking at videos. Silly, stupid videos.
Yeah.
It's young fellas dancing. Young fellas like...
You dirty pervert.
That's another thing as well at the Boyle musical. I had to remove a radio mic from a clergyman. And I had to go up under his vestments to get it.
Oh, you had to go under the garments?
I had to go up under the vestments to get it. And I was very uncomfortable. Everybody was looking at me.
I'd say he was well comfortable.
But yeah, TikTok.
Okay.
I just wanted to ask you, did you know about it?
Do you think Kendy and Raybo should go on TikTok?
Absolutely. Do you know who ended up in TikTok?
Go on.
What do you call the book that had the funny videos at the time? Do you know the book?
Listen to me, Ray, now. It's 2019 and you just said, what you call the book that had the funny videos at the time?
Oh, you know that.
You didn't give me a time. You didn't give me a...
he was pretending to be a woman.
Caitlyn Jenner.
No, that's very topical at the minute, but no. Can't believe she's 70. He's 70.
70 years old.
70 years old. Brought in the jungle with Andrew Maxwell.
I know.
That's something I never thought I'd say.
I know.
What did you call it? Kean something or other.
Keen to me.
That's the one.
Oh, yeah.
He's on TikTok. He's class on it.
Is he?
Yeah.
See, because he kind of... I haven't seen him in a long time now.
That's because he probably realised there's no crack here on Facebook anymore.
Yeah, Facebook is a shambles now, isn't it? There's nothing going on in this.
Oh, quiet.
Because people are their content man's getting smaller and smaller. Sure, 15 seconds, like.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I want to do some stuff on TikTok.
Yeah, well, let's set up a Kendy and Raybo TikTok page.
Can you do a Kendy Raybo TikTok page?
Sure we can. Why couldn't we?
Can we do the fancy dance that they do on it? Wait till you see it, lads.
I don't know what the fancy dance is.
It's good crack. You have to get up on a height.
You have to get up on a height.
You have to get up on a height and then do the dance.
Did you ever hear about getting fucked from a height, Ray?
Are you talking about some sort of a sexual encounter you had back in Castle
Did you not hear that saying before?
No.
It's about like giving out to someone. Did you ever hear that before? Oh, he fucked him from a height. Did you never hear that? My mother used to say that the whole time.
No, it's very good.
That means like he gave out to him, like.
Yeah.
You dirty bastard.
Did you ever hear of being mollycoddled?
Yeah, that's when like Nicola does it to me here. Like I do nothing around the house and she takes care of me.
And she runs you a bath.
Yeah.
Kendy does nothing for the day. And Nicola goes, and Nicola actually was in bed. Yeah, and she got up out of bed to run Kendy a bath.
This is after last week's episode.
I was leaving.
We walked out of this divine podcast studio and Nicola was running the bath.
I said, are you going to edit that tonight? He says, no, I'm not, no. And then Nicola comes out of the room, haven't been asleep. I entered the bathroom, she starts running my bath.
It was about 12:30 as well.
How many baths do you have a week?
I have one bath a week to recenter my chakras, and there's no better way to recenter your inner zen than by watching your own Mickey float in the water. That's true as God. And make a bubble bath beard. It's marvellous, Ray. Come here, I went back home today myself, don't you know that?
How was the milk?
My milk was grand, but do you know what I noticed? I don't go back home at all, like really. Very, very odd time. But I do miss that, even though Sligo's tiny, there's something about that small town thing that you would miss. And I ended up, myself and Mum were going for dinner, and I parked up at an old place, right? There's two brothers that own this really old garage in the middle of Castlereagh town, right? Mm-hmm. And they've still got a ghetto diesel pump out the front.
A ghetto?
Yeah, it's
like the old school diesel pump.
Yeah. You could see cars lining up for us.
Right.
And your man was outside chatting to everyone of them for about 5 minutes each.
That's nice.
And they were still lining up.
Yeah.
They weren't there just for the diesel.
They were chat.
And I just sat there watching it for ages because Mum was gone to the bank in the post office. And everyone just stopped and chatted.
The bank and the post office.
Oh, she got both done in one go, yeah.
Is she a bit like you? More money than sense.
I thought it was unreal. And then we went to the one place that everyone goes and there's turkey and ham on every single day without fail.
For dinner?
Yeah, without fail, turkey and ham every single day.
Can't beat that.
Unbelievable.
It doesn't have to be Christmas.
No, does it? Fuck.
It doesn't have to be
It
Christmas.
just has to be lunchtime.
It just has to be lunchtime,
That's
and you
all
got to
it
have the
takes.
cranberry sauce with it.
Oh, it's amazing. I genuinely made Miss Casserine a little bit when I went
You're in
back.
good form, then, so.
It was a good and then I'd come back to fucking old Sligo and record with you then. You old bastard. So with that, lads, we leave it there.
Do you have any shout-outs?
No, you have a shout-out, though, do you?
I do.
Go on, hit me
I
with a
do.
shout-out.
I went for lunch yesterday.
Go on.
I went to a new place. I said to Alan and I'm almost done, and to Johnny Shovels, I said, we're going to have to go to somewhere new today.
Right.
And I went to the place called the Coffee Vine.
Right.
Coffee Vine.
Did you get a fine coffee in it?
I got a fine coffee in it.
Right.
Coffee Vine is in Ballina. It's right in the middle of town, and it's down a little doorway.
Right.
You'd miss it if you blink.
Right, okay.
I went in, we sat down.
People love those places, by the way, Ray.
We had to wait for a table.
Oh.
At lunchtime,
That's
lads.
exclusive.
Exclusive. Sat down anyway. And this young one landed down to the table.
Yes.
And she lost her mind.
Hi.
Because she said, you're the book from the podcast.
No way.
I got properly papped.
You got fan Kendy.
What fan Kendy? Yeah. Her
Fan
name is
Raybo.
Rebecca.
Rebecca. Fair play to you.
I don't know her surname. We didn't ask because she was too busy getting flustered
Let's go.
and unable to take any start of the order at all.
Rebecca, fair play to you.
I
for
freaked her
getting
out because I
flustered.
asked her funeral. I asked her for funeral sandwiches.
You asked her for funeral sandwich.
I wanted a ham and cheese sandwich.
That's
Plain-
a funeral sandwich.
That's in triangles. I wanted them in the triangles. That's a funeral sandwich.
And wrapped in cling for them.
No, it doesn't have to be wrapped in cream. If it's coming out fresh, it comes out fresh. Lovely soup as well, lads. I have to recommend the Coffee Vine. Go into Rebecca, tell her Bintang sent you. She's mad into Bintang. She said that she's, to this day, still watches the Bintang videos.
No way.
When she's in bad humour.
Those Bintang videos are on our Instagram. If you go, they're saved stories on our Instagram if you haven't seen them.
It's a highlight story.
Yes. So go, Rebecca, fair play to you.
Yeah.
We love you very much. You're a marvellous
Have
person.
you any old shout-outs yourself?
No, that's it, I think, Ray.
Yeah.
I don't think I have anyone to be shouting out at all.
We're about to give Sligo's premier mic stand provider, Vinnie Higgins, a kind of a posthumous happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Shinny.
I think the posthumous means he's dead. No, he's not dead.
Posthumous means after
posthumous.
veganism.
After veganism.
Yeah.
He's older, and it was his birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Vinny.
And we wish best of luck to all of the Boyle Musical Society in their production of Sister Act this week. Jeez, we've turned into Midwest, lads.
Listen.
We have turned. What you call him out of Midwest? Maloney. Is it Maloney?
Fair play to those the Boyle people. We hope it goes well.
And the Bucks and doing it in town as well.
Yep, the
Tremendous
Dracula
event,
one.
Dracula.
Yeah,
Tierney
let's
and Dracula.
go. Also, next Thursday in Anderson's at 8 p.m. is the big crazy quiz.
Yeah.
So, and we have some rounds in it. So it's going to be savage. You got to book your tables. I'm not sure if they're available on the door or not. Just go on to Corja Facebook page or whatever.
Yeah.
And you'll see all the details
You'll
there.
see John Cleary's big head.
Yeah. And then our small heads.
I don't even think we're on the poster.
No, I wouldn't put me on the poster either. If I'm
We
being
have
honest.
rounds, and it's €7 a head. It's 4 people to a table.
Yep. And it's going to be savage crack.
Right.
If you enjoyed the last Kendy Raybo quiz or you're annoyed that you missed it, come to this one. It's going to be unbelievable.
Yeah.
With that being said, fair play to us.
Fair play to us. And sure, look at that's another week done. That's 67.
67.
What'll we call this one now? Ooh.
You'll soon find out.
Will I? Okay. Lads, see you next week.
Good luck.
Good luck.